Chef Pennington here. Today we're doing cherry cheesecake and cherry cheesecake minis. The holidays upon us, everybody's looking at Christmas parties and what to make and try to be a little bit unique and truly in the holiday spirit. And cheesecake just really comes to mind. This is a recipe, it comes from my grandmother. And what you guys are gonna love about it, it's so easy. Right there, we've got 2 packets of cheesecake and we put in 2 eggs. And we're gonna use the paddle attachment because that's the strong guy. That's the one's gonna help us start breaking everything down and getting everybody incorporated. We're doing some baking here, so we're inviting our friend Vanilla. Often gets invited to the party. And from there, we're gonna add a little bit of salt. Speaking of flavor, salt always brings extra flavor. We like salt. Okay, I used a 1/2 cup of sugar here. If you guys like yours a little sweeter, go with 3/4 of a cup. That'll be the big difference in the recipe here. Anytime you're using your electric mixer like this, you always gotta scrape down the sides. There's always little bits at the bottom that don't get quite incorporated. And then we're gonna change the attachment. We're gonna put the whipping attachment on here so we can make everything nice and smooth and homogeneous and creamy, which is what we want. We're doing cheesecake. Only takes about another minute or so, and you guys are good to go there. All right, let's make these things. So here's something you might see is a little different. We're using vanilla wafers versus your regular graham cracker crust and crumbs, which I'm doing a little different here. This is kind of fun. Just putting them into I crushed them up in a bag, adding a little piece of butter on top. That's just a piece of butter cut fairly thin. If you wanted to do it traditional way, you can take the crackers into a bowl and then add small little cuts of butter there and use your fingers and pinch it all in. That'd be a more traditional way of doing it. But I was trying to do something a little different and it worked out, it really did. So at this point, I like using an ice cream scooper. It's just a way to be more even with how much you put in there versus trying to dollop little bits by little bits in there. Plus it has the little button that helps it come right out, which is cool. We're gonna repeat the same process. These are the little mini ones. You can find these in your baking aisle at your grocery store, no problem. Piece of butter, cut into 4s. We're gonna take one of those 4s and put it in the bottom. So that's the real change there. They take about 20 minutes. Just keep an eye on them. Start checking about 15 minutes. You want it to where they're almost starting to brown, but they haven't quite gotten to the brown on the top part. They cool down, they go in the refrigerator, and you'll see they peel out really easily there. No problem. So for your buffet style Christmas party, these little guys are perfect because your friends and your family can come up and just pick a little one up or 2 or 3, whatever they're feeling like. If you're having a dinner and you're sitting down, the larger ones work. And nowadays, everybody likes their own individuals, which is really trendy right now. So the whole idea of not making a full cake, there you go. That's a nice idea. Give them everybody their own little servings. I hope you guys enjoy this and have the wonderful Christmas ball, all the good times with your family and everything. Come join us on social media. We'd love to have you over there. Hit the subscribe button and the like button. The recipe will be on the website, the link below. You guys have the best holidays ever.